This is Paul. Yes. um, just concerned about the actual scheduling. Yeah. I walked over and got another cup of coffee because I really hadn't scheduled a whole lot today, thinking that someone would have my sons call me. Oh, and I'd like to speak to Marilyn, and you thought, well, we're not going to schedule anything today. We got to make sure that he stays in the homeless shelter that's scheduled to open tonight at 8 p.m. And then I had thought that I'd apply for some sort of rental assistance so as to be able to get a room for myself. But I told you that it'd be nice if you scheduled the enforcement of the laws of the United States. Now it's your decision, okay? I can go back to the homeless shelter, and if I apply for rental assistance and pooch, I'm not eligible. I mean, I got my credit report, and I don't have any actual credit. Yeah, I'm homeless, pooch, indigent, pow, pauper, ooch, and the federal government is personally liable for all of the legal expenses of suing all of those that were scheduled for work. Maybe you didn't think that I had an actual lawsuit when you plagiarized the precedents of the Supreme Court of the United States. I would think that all of those professional persons that do the mental health evaluations, they would have to write it in their own words. They couldn't just say, well, he understands the facts, but he doesn't understand the reality of the nature and the cause. Now, when we're looking at the scheduling of those that are government employees, yes, they're having a train show in Port Angeles today. I just saw a sign on well, I think it was a telephone pole. Yes, but it could have been a light pole. Pooch. They decided to bring a large number of trains into the cities, full-size trains from Burlington Northern. Yes. Did you schedule any trains today, or did we decide to take the day off? Well, why don't we get all the trains that are scheduled, all the subways that are scheduled, and possibly all the buses that are scheduled? In fact, get me the scheduling software of every plane that is scheduled to depart or arrive. Yes, good. Now, I'm concerned that when the government of the United States of America does not schedule the actual employment of themselves, and somebody thought it's not important when we enforce the laws or if we ever do. It's as if you don't have to schedule the actual transportation system of the United States of America. It's not important when subways run. Pouch! It's not important when buses run. We don't need to know when a plane's going to land, and we don't need to know when it's going to take off. Now, the scheduling of those that are government employees, they're having a big train show, and they brought in all these full-size trains. Just get me all the transportation that's scheduled to depart, yes, or arrive. Now, let's say I emailed the Amtrak police. Yes, he did. Did you think that you were going to enforce the laws on only trains, or you can know about any crime and not be liable? Pooch. And then I emailed the actual police, law enforcement of Burlington Northern. Pooch. See, my own father, he had been one of these railroad employees. Yes. Send him a contact form. Civil rights are being violated. My father was. Now just get me all the scheduled transportation right now. Somebody decide they were not going to schedule any employees of this United States. I'm going to want to know who is it that's doing the scheduling today. Get me every person in law enforcement in every airport. Pooh. Every train, yes. And all of those buses that said, no, we don't have to enforce the laws.